Hello Aries, I hope you're doing good today. Welcome to your October 2023 love reading. I cannot believe it is October already. Let's get right into it. We're going to pull a general spread just to see the major themes for you this month, and then we'll get into career and love. So don't worry, everything will be addressed. Everything will be addressed. It's okay. But thank you to everyone who is a returning viewer. For being patient with me when it comes to these readings. I have just been really busy and I'm trying to figure out my new schedule and everything, and just it was like moving, starting a new job, and all this. That's a terrible shuffle. You didn't see that. It's been a lot. It's been a lot. A good thing. Just very, very, very tired, you know. Anyway, let's see what's going on. And if you don't know me, my name is Alex. Hello. Hello, hello. Okay. Queen of Cups reversed. You guys okay? Okay. Got an extra card here too, Aries. Ooh. This is very all over the place. This is very all over the place. I feel like it's definitely a feeling of like 2 steps forward, 10 steps back, 2 steps forward, 11 steps back. Like, I think that the last few months has been very back and forth for you. And I think that if you don't get a hold of that, October is going to be exactly the same. We start off with the Queen of Cups in the reverse, so you may be feeling a little bit codependent on somebody, or maybe just a little bit emotionally unstable. We then have the Seven of Wands. Your guard is up very high for some reason as well. Maybe someone is trying to get to you emotionally and you're just not letting them. You then have the Empress in the reverse, feeling a little bit ungrounded, and the Two of Wands, which is needing to make a new plan. We then move to the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like there was definitely a huge breakup that happened for you that you're still kind of, shut up, that you're still kind of feeling the effects of. We also have 2 10s here, 10, 10. That's endings and new beginnings. And we definitely see more of this energy here with the Magician and the overall energy. You then have the Judgment in the reverse and the Devil in the reverse. I feel like there's a decision here that needs to be made, and I feel like you've just been kind of sitting on it. You haven't really said yes or no to somebody or something, and so it's creating this kind of back and forth in your life. We then end with the Page of Wands, which I think is you finally making a decision and choosing to move forward, because that is an energy of like travel. Signs we have here: Taurus, Capricorn, Gemini. Overall, we have Ace of Cups in the reverse and the Magician. I do feel like this has to do with the person. I think that like maybe you've been doing a back and forth with somebody, or you've just been feeling very back and forth about someone. But like, I feel like you just haven't really decided to let this person go. You haven't decided to fully commit, and you haven't decided to fully let them go. And so you've been kind of in limbo for a really long time. And it's also creating everything else in your life to feel like it's in limbo. It feels very stressful, and it feels very stagnant as well. I also feel like there's an energy here of you judging yourself too harshly. I think you're way too scared of like missing out on something. So it's like, if you don't commit to this person, you're afraid that maybe they will show up correct at some point, and then you miss out on a relationship with them. Or if you do choose to commit to them, maybe you're afraid of them mistreating you again. But I feel like you're not really focusing a lot on yourself and what you want, and instead you're kind of focusing on a lot of external factors that are affecting this decision, when really you just need to go within. So that's what I feel. That's really tough. I get it. It's really, really tough. So I don't know what this is about. It could be a friend. It doesn't have to be romantic, you know. It could also be like an energy of like needing to leave a certain career path, or maybe you think that maybe you thought that you were going in a certain direction career-wise and now you're not, or something, you know. All right, show me career for Aries, and then we'll get into love. Show me career for Aries. Lots of money coming your way. Yeah, you're feeling kind of bored. I don't know if it's just like the workplace itself. I do feel like everything with your coworkers is going fine, but I do feel like there's an energy here of you feeling like you could be making more money, or you feel like you could be more respected. Because I feel like there's a lot of people that you do get along with, and I feel like people do appreciate you at work. Like, you're very good at your job with the Three of Pentacles here. It's not the performance that's the problem. It's just like there's something missing here. We have the Justice in the reverse, which feels like something is unfair. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles, which can be money. I feel like you think you can make more money somewhere else. I would definitely maybe look into promotions. Maybe, I don't want to encourage people to go back to school because school is so expensive, and like honestly degrees don't even fucking matter anymore. But if you're in like the medical field, or maybe you want to be a lawyer or something that requires like deep education, I would definitely encourage you to look into that. I got a business degree, so that should tell you how I feel about degrees. But anyway, we then have the Nine of Wands, which is like keep pushing, you're almost there. Overall, we have the Four of Cups and the Seven of Cups. Yeah, this says that you're kind of bored. And I feel like you know you have options. You know that you can find more money elsewhere, or you can find more fulfillment elsewhere. I think it's time to start exploring that. I think that it's been on your mind for a long time. I think that you're kind of unsatisfied. So I think that it's time to really start thinking about where you see yourself in about 10 years. You know, is this something that you can keep doing for the rest of your life? Or do you need to pack up and go somewhere else, you know? We have Libra here. More Taurus energy, I feel like. So Taurus could be in your chart or just an energy that you need to embody. Taurus is definitely an energy of like, it's very gluttonous. It's very gluttonous. It's very like, give me the money, you know? So that makes sense. Definitely like ask for what you deserve if you're trying to go for like a promotion of some sort. Like if you know that you're not being paid enough, or if you know that you're being, I don't know, kind of like screwed over, it's definitely time to start doing something about that. All right, show me love in the month of October for Aries. You definitely have a shorter reading than everyone. I don't think that you have anything too crazy coming up for you, so that's a good thing for sure. Okay. Yeah, okay. So at the beginning of the reading, you know how I said that there's a decision that needs to be made. I think that you are just sitting in limbo. But the thing is that I think you're choosing to sit in limbo. And I get it. You know, it's really hard to make a very big decision. It's very hard to commit to doing better, because that means that there's just a lot of work to be done on yourself. And I'm not saying that you're not willing to do that work, but thinking about, you know, it really is easy to just kind of go to work every day, shut your brain off, and then come home and go to sleep. And the same is kind of easy to do when you get into relationships that are comfortable. It's like you expect them to be there. Like it may not be the greatest relationship ever, but it's been consistent, and that's what it has going for it. And you don't really know what to do without it. And I think that's the problem. I think you know that just because it's consistent doesn't mean that it's the best thing for you. And your intuition is definitely screaming at you to like just make a decision. Just like if you do you want to be with this person or not? Do you want to be in this career field or not? Say yes. And if you say yes or say no. And if you change your mind later, that's totally fine, but you can't keep going back and forth. Do you know what I mean? We have the Three of Swords in the reverse here, which can be a sign of reconciliation or healing. Then we have Seven of Swords in the reverse, a confession. The High Priestess in the reverse, again, having a hard time listening to your intuition or choosing not to listen to it. And the Death card, which is transformation. Overall, we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Eight of Wands. Again, the universe is like begging you to just make a decision. That's when your life will really start to take off, because we have luck is on your side here eventually, and a lot of fast movement and communication here. It's time to make a decision. It's time to make a decision. Do you want to change or do you not want to change? I've actually been talking a lot about this on my lives on TikTok. So if you want to come hang out with me on TikTok Live, definitely do that. I go live almost every night, except Wednesdays. But I've been talking a lot about this on my lives. The universe doesn't really see good or evil. it just sees high vibe and low vibe. And I know that sounds really cheesy, but like if you're in a low vibe, then that's just kind of the things that you attract. You know, if you're just walking around like being an asshole, you know, like people who are assholes, they seem to always have like the worst luck ever. It's because they're an asshole. Like, I feel like that's the best way to describe it. Like if you're going to be not you specifically, but if you're going to be an asshole, then yeah, you're going to keep attracting people who treat you like shit and people who keep pissing you off. Do you know what I mean? And then if you're like happy-go-lucky, like yes, there will be people who try to take advantage of that, but like if you don't let people take advantage of that, then you're just going to keep attracting people who also want to be happy. Like you are what you eat, you know, it's kind of like that. That's not necessarily true, but you guys know what I'm trying to say. And that's what that's how the universe operates. Like either it is or it isn't. And I think you need to see stuff from a very logical perspective. Like if I say no, this is my path and this is probably what it's going to look like. And if I say yes, maybe I don't know what it looks like, and that's okay too. And I'll just find out along the way. But here are some possibilities of I don't know. But like there needs to be some sort of commitment here to just like either you do or you don't. Either you go for this person or you don't. Either you go for this career change or you don't. Okay, let me pull, this deck is really hard to shuffle. Let me, it's just so small. Let me pull an Egyptian god for you. It's really hard to shuffle, like, watch. Oh, that was better than I usually do. Okay, you got two. You got hater. Hater, I'm so sorry if I'm saying these wrong. Hater and happy. So we got happy, renewal, and then hater, intelligence. So, and these two came out reversed. And to me, that kind of says knowledge is power. And I feel like you have enough knowledge by now. I think you have enough. And you're still kind of refusing to make that change, which is renewal. And we also saw the death card earlier, and that death card in this deck actually says rebirth on it. So the fact that we have renewal and rebirth on here is a really big deal. I think that you're being pushed to make a really big change in your life, and you've been putting it off for a really long time. And I don't think that you're dumb. I don't think that's why intelligence came out reversed. But I think that you're not listening to yourself. You're not listening to your own intelligence. You're not listening to your own wisdom. You're not listening to your intuition. And I don't really know why that is. I'm guessing it's just because the fear of change. But there really is better for you out there, and staying stuck here is not really doing anything for you. And it does seem like, it's not like you're necessarily like crying your eyes out every night, but it also doesn't seem like you're happy either. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I do feel like in love, there is a chance for you to reconcile with someone, but it feels like more of like a metaphor. Are you going to reconcile with this person and stay on this path of not really changing and not really embracing anything new? Or are you going to say no to this person and embrace this new path that is being presented to you? And the same with career. Like, what the hell? Anyway, with career, it seems like you want to make a change because you feel like you could be making more money, or you feel like you could be happier somewhere else, or you feel like you could be more respected. The universe is asking you, okay, well, if we even put these opportunities in front of you, are you going to say yes? Are you going to initiate anything? Like, are you going to do anything, or are you just going to stay stagnant? So yeah, Aries, I think this month is all about you trying to pick a path and really stick to it, and just going with your gut. I think going with your intuition. If you feel pushed to go somewhere, go there. So that's what I think. Yeah, that's what I have for you. I hope that that helped, and I appreciate all of you guys being here. If you stayed the whole time, thank you. I love you guys so much. I'll see you guys later. Bye.